out till I was, I think, 24. Really, oddly enough, I was really embarrassed and shy to play music in front of people. But I just played open mics. People seemed to like my songs, and it just kind of escalated from there. So, I didn't really set out to be a musician, just kind of fell into it. And I like it. I'm glad it worked out. I really have no other skills.
Well, it's working out great for you. This is your fifth album, and are you putting this out beyond Tampa Bay at all? Are you sending it out to radio around the country?
I am. I'm sending it out actually at the beginning of the year. If you look on the back of the CD, it actually says 2013, because I don't know if people understand the whole process, how that all works. It's a lot. There's a lot involved in it. That you have to get reviews back, and then send it out to radios, and then call, and blah blah blah. And it's like a 2-month process. So January is actually when it will be out to radio stations around the country, and hopefully they'll play it. I would love it if they play it.
And you've gotten some radio play outside Tampa.
Yeah.
But I can't recall if you've ever done like a tour where you've gone to other parts of the country.
I have. I mean, I've gone and played. You know, I've done several times. I've played here and there, and done little tours and stuff. Not as much maybe as I would like to, but at the same time, I have a daughter. But now she's 18, so I can just leave whenever I want. Never come back, and it's okay. No, I'm just joking. It's not okay. Don't do that. But I can leave for a long period of time and not worry so much about it. So
it seems you keep pretty busy playing around the Tampa Bay area, though. There seems to be a steady announcements of Rebekah Pulley playing here, there, and everywhere.
Well, yeah. I hopefully I don't.
Festivals, clubs,
oh, yeah.
House concerts.
Oh yeah, I love house concerts. They're one of my favorites. I love festivals too, because I love camping. So festivals and house concerts, if there was some way to combine those, that would be the best ever. But yeah, I try to stay busy and play as much as I can. A, because I love to, and B, because it's my job. So, fortunately I love my job.
Excellent. Okay, we're hearing the new release, Tra La La from Rebekah Pulley and the Reluctant Prophets, is going to be celebrated tomorrow night at the Ale and Witch in St. Petersburg, and we've got this hot band right here in the studio today making some incredible music for us, and we are very, very honored to have Rebekah Pulley and the Reluctant Prophets here today. What are we going to hear next, Rebekah?
I'd love to play this song for us. Actually, I did not record this song. I wrote it, and I intended on putting it on a CD, but I just I wrote it a little too late for Jackpot City, the song is called. But my friend who's playing tomorrow night, Ronnie Elliott, he did record it and put it on his CD, and I just played it for him, and he had the lyrics and stuff, and went to the studio, and he didn't really know it very well, so he recorded it in a 3/4 time, like a waltz, sort of, and it turned out amazing, and it's so much better than the way I wrote it. But this is the way I wrote it.
Is this the way you wrote it, or the way Ronnie did it?
This is the way I did it. I can't even play it the way he does, and I'm like, play that again, like that. I like it so much, and hopefully maybe he'll play it tomorrow night, his version of it, because I like it a lot better. But it's called Jackpot City.
What key is this song in?
I have no idea. What key is this in, Rob?
A. But we're gonna come in on the D.
Some deprived eyes, northern roads, border lights. What was it like
Rebekah, tell us a little bit more about how the CD release party is going to play out tomorrow night at the Ale and Witch in downtown St. Pete.
Well, I mean, it's kind of just going to be a really cool show. We're actually, our first set, we're going to play the whole CD from start to finish. We're going to play it. And we're going to have our buddy Dave Russell is going to join us, and it's going to be kind of interesting because Rob is going to go back and forth between bass and pedal steel guitar because there's a lot of pedal steel on this new CD. And then Dave is going to go back between bass and keys. So that should be fun and interesting. And
Max on the mandolin.
Max is going to play mandolin on one of the songs. And hopefully he'll keep the mandolin with him because the next set we play after that is kind of just going to be our greatest hits like we were talking about earlier. Maybe we'll record it and that'll be our greatest hits record. And yeah, so we tried to get Steve to play an oboe or something. I mean SG to play an oboe or something, and you know, or like some, I don't know, stomp fiddle or something. But you know, he wouldn't have it. He's like, just guitar, man. That's all I'm doing.
No, I'm doing some interpretive dancing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. He is going to do a little interpretive dancing, and he might recite some Shakespeare. He's quite good at it. And yeah, that's going to be it. Ryan's going to open the show, and then we're just going to have fun and just play, and there may be some beer drunk. So.
Yeah, if you haven't been to the Ale and Witch, they have like 32 taps, all of American craft brews, and they're all fantastic. And you should try each one. Not all tomorrow, but you can get started tomorrow.
Yeah, make a list. They're always changing. There's always getting new beers in. You know, there's some amazing beers there.
I just need to ask you a question before we ask the listeners a question before we continue here. It's about your car. If it has seen the end of the road, well, this is the perfect time to donate it to WMNF. We accept cars, motorcycles, boats, just any kind of vehicle that you might want to drop off to community radio, whether or not it runs. We'll pick it up and then sell it at an auction, and this is a great way that you can support WMNF and get yourself a cool tax break. So if you want to get involved in our car donation program, call 1-888-966-3885. That's 1-888-WMNF-885. Now that that's taken care of,
Yeah,
we can hear some more music.
Yeah, my car's almost ready for that.
Good.
I thought you were actually asking
I did too.
Rebekah.
I thought you saw me pull up and were asking.
Well, I hope everybody thinks that was a direct question to them.
So I'm gonna ask a question to the band and ask them if they want to play Sister Sally or Hard Times. Hard Times, all right.
Sister Sally.
It's too late. You should have answered first. So this one, another song off the new CD. This one's called Sister Sally.
Watch yourself at the 3-minute mark, Rebekah.
Score everywhere she went. She bred the dreams that there was somewhere within. California made her, California went
Interesting.
No, that was a killer arrangement. And that's a kind of a different song for you because it's a story.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that the first song you've written that's really a story like that, a narrative?
Well, that I've recorded. Yeah, definitely that I've recorded, yeah.
And that's the story, a story about your mother?
That's a story about my mother, and it's all true. And she's okay with it. She's heard the song, and she's okay with it. So,
Where's your mom now?
she lives up in Montana. It's not definitely like, you know, some of the things happened out of order, or different order and stuff, but all the events actually took place. So, yeah, but she lives up in Helena right now with most of my other family.
And so, you know, it's definitely not it's not an all is beautiful story. It's kind of a rough life.
Yeah, but she has a really positive outlook still, though. So, you know, I love her. She has great stories. She has the best stories in the world ever. If you ever have a chance to call my mom, call her.
And that's a great song on the new album. We can't really play it though because it has
It has an F word in it.
that's the F word in it.
Now there is a version that we released earlier on the BAMO compilation, and that one is radio edited. So.
And I'm really glad that when you sent the CDs out, you put a note that there was a nasty word on that one song.
Yeah, Rob actually reminded me to do that. He's real good about that sort of stuff. He's like, you better say that has bad word.
We love our radio stations, and we
You
don't
don't-
want to get them in any trouble.
They would never forgive you. We're listening to Rebekah Pulley and the Reluctant Prophets. The new CD is Tra La La. So many great songs on this CD. Can we get a couple more in before we're out of here? Let's see what time it is.
I believe so. I believe so.
I think we have time for 2 more songs.
All right. Well, let's do how about Sister Sally and Sway?
Perfect. Excuse me.
Say
This is a live music showcase. I'm Randy Wynn. It's been a great hour. We're not quite done yet. Rebekah Pulley and the Reluctant Prophets. Joellen Schilke with Art in Your Ear is going to be coming up in just a few more minutes.
Yay!
After we get some NPR news. And then there's Sean Canan, who is Rebekah's biggest fan, will be doing the 4 o'clock news at here for WMNF. So, Rebekah, it seems like you're right in the center of the Tampa Bay music scene. What's the state of that scene, and do you feel like it's supportive of you, and how do you fit into this thing?
Yeah, it's supportive. There's a lot. I really am literally in the middle. I'm like kind of middle age. There's a lot of these younger musicians, and they just think I'm like this weird old lady. I think they really do. But they're also really nice. They just still think I'm this weird old lady. And then there's the musicians that have been around no longer than me that I've learned so much from, and so I really feel like I really am right smack dab in the middle of it, literally. So.
And you've always been, you're comfortable in that folk world, but you can also move over to the rock world, and just.
Yeah, I like it all. I don't like to have to do the same thing every night. And if you can do that, that's great.